I'm Mitchell, and today I'll be telling you why we should be fighting to preserve net neutrality, which is currently under attack by the FCC and its new chairman, Ajit Pai. Net neutrality, first introduced in 2015, is essential for a free and open internet. It's a simple concept to understand. It's essentially it prevents an ISP from slowing down, speeding up, blocking, or otherwise interfering with content that you, the user, choose to view online through your internet provided by that service provider. It's like a free and open highway where the ISPs, Verizon, Comcast, AT&T, etc., built the road and maintained the road, and the tech companies like Google, Facebook, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, and so on use the road. Now, under net neutrality, the constructors, the ones who maintain the road, the ISPs, are not allowed to decide who goes faster on this road, who goes slower on this road, who's not allowed on this road. That is the concept of net neutrality. Just like your phone company shouldn't be able to decide who you talk to on the phone or what you say on that phone call, and that's according to SaveTheInternet.com, your internet service provider should not be able to determine what you view on your own internet. How will it affect you? Like, how does it affect you currently? You might enjoy Netflix. That might be your preferred streaming platform. You might like BoJack Horseman, Narcos, The Crown, some Netflix exclusive. Because of net neutrality, there is no way for your ISP to alter this service, to slow it down when it gets to your house. Even if, say, Comcast started their own streaming service, we'll call it ComStream, they are not allowed to slow the services of other streaming services in order to boost the viewership for their own service. That is what net neutrality preserves. It prevents ISPs from influencing the viewership of its users. Now, if net neutrality were repealed, if it were to go back to the way it was before these oversights were placed, you could have a situation where Hulu gets into bed with Comcast, and Hulu pays them a sum of money, and in return, Comcast throttles the speed to Netflix, to Amazon Prime, to any other rival streaming services. They slow their streaming service down, and they speed up the speeds of Hulu coming into your home, influencing you to use Hulu, which benefits them. This is the danger of an internet with no net neutrality. Net neutrality is essential. It is such a clear force of good that activists and large tech companies like Google, YouTube, Netflix are all on the same side on this. They all want to preserve net neutrality. The only ones who want to end net neutrality, to repeal it, to place it with lightweight regulations, are those who stand to benefit directly from it. The internet service providers like Verizon, Comcast, AT&T, Time Warner, all of them. They are the main proponents for this. Comcast actually lobbies Congress for this. They're second behind only a global military industrial complex for lobbying. And this new chairman of the FCC, if you want an idea of just how bad this act to end net neutrality is, one needs to look no further than one Ajit Pai, a former lawyer at Verizon in the early 2000s. He is now the head of the FCC, the mission who has oversight over the internet and this infrastructure and who sets these regulations down. He is the one who is trying to kill net neutrality. And need I remind you that Verizon is one of the companies who wants to end net neutrality. To say this is a conflict of interest, that would be an understatement. And this Ajit Pai, he has turned net neutrality into a political issue. He double talks, he deflects, he outright lies. In an interview on PBS NewsHour interview with William Brangme, Pi was asked how, if net neutrality was repealed, what was to stop a company like Comcast from slowing the speed of, say, Netflix in order to bolster its own streaming service. And in response to this, and I'm quoting directly from Ajit Pai, that it is important to remember that that is just a hypothetical. There is no evidence of something like this actually happening. And here, right here, that is a bold-faced lie. In 2013, according to a QZ.com article, before net neutrality was implemented, Comcast was trying to shamelessly gouge Netflix into paying for its internet traffic. It was trying to make it pay extra for data. And during this ongoing struggle, this ongoing negotiation, they throttled Netflix's speeds to near just unusable. The video quality and everything was just as low as they could make it. And then, of course, Netflix ended up paying the piper, and in response, Comcast lifted the sanctions. They restored their internet speed as soon as they got paid. It was essentially a mob shakedown. And that is what would be allowed to happen without net neutrality, despite Ajit Pai's bold-faced, disgusting lies. If net neutrality is ended, the internet as we know it will change. If you prefer to use Netflix, but say Hulu has paid Comcast, that's too bad. Netflix is going to be slow to a crawl and you might be stuck with Hulu. Or maybe you could pay a premium to get your Netflix up to better speeds. Without net neutrality, there's nothing to stop them from doing this. And if you play PlayStation 4, maybe AT&T has made an exclusive deal with Xbox that says they will slow down the speeds of PS4 users when they get online, thus trying to force you into getting an Xbox. All this only benefits the corporations and those who would sign on with them. It is strictly and disgustingly anti-consumer. And so you might ask yourself, or you might be asking, what can I do? How can I fight back against this? And unfortunately, we can't directly destroy this creature known as Ajit Pai or his underlings. But what you can do, you can go to the FCC's website. They have a specific article for reactions to repealing net neutrality, which is voted on this December 14th. You can leave a comment with your name and your state, telling exactly how you feel. You can write your congressman, tell them that if they want your vote, if they want your continued support, they will fight to keep net neutrality. You can tweet at the FCC. You can tweet at the president. You can do a number of things, sign a number of online petitions. Just Google net neutrality and /FCC, and you're going to find a bevy of petitions and articles regarding this issue. So, in conclusion, net neutrality is a good thing. It is an essential thing. The internet today, as we use it, it's a utility. It's basically a utility. It's right up there with water and electricity. We use it to go to school. Some of us have to work online. It is absolutely essential, and we cannot let ourselves be gouged by these large corporations. This is not a political issue. Whatever Pi or any politician will have you believe, this is not a political issue. Whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, a Trump voter, Obama voter, libertarian, whatever, this affects you directly, the consumer. Do not let net neutrality be repealed. Make your voice heard. Keep net neutrality.